What's going on, guys, man? So you want to learn how to make your first YouTube video in 2025, right? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video, how to make your first YouTube video, how to make it easy and simple from you. And this is from somebody who's been doing content for about 10 years. I've only been on YouTube a few months, but this is just what I've learned so far. And so I'm going to tell you what I've learned so far, and you can find ways to implement it and make it simple for yourself. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing is you want to find a process that works for you, right? So I know a lot of us, we spend a lot of time on the internet doing research, right? Like, what is research? Finding topics and niches and this and that and looking at different creators and different things like that, which is cool. I'm not saying don't do that, but you have to ultimately find something that works for you. You know, you can't take everything from everybody. If you watch my last video about doing like a channel update about where I was at, one of the things that I've learned just really in creation in general is finding a way to take what people say, but using what I need right now. So, you know, somebody is saying, hey, well, you know, you got to, you know, make these videos extra long and cinematic and have all these sparkles and fillers. If you can't do nothing like that, then that doesn't apply to you. Does it make sense what I'm saying? You have to do something that is going to apply to you that you know that you can implement today. Not 2 weeks from today, not 3 weeks from today, not 3 months from today, not a year from today, but today. And the reason why I say that is, one, we need to get you to make a video today or tomorrow or in the soon to be future. But then also the second step is because some of those things might change in the near future. They might change. The algorithm might change. What YouTube might take might change. What people might like, what's trending might change. So trying to look 6, 8, 9 months in the future, I don't think is that helpful for you, first off. And then second, I think it keeps you from focusing on what you want to do. It's just getting your first video out there. You know what I mean? I know for me, you know, I'm a yapper. I'm a yapperoni. You know, I make candle videos too, and you guys can check those out. But I'm a yapperoni, so I had to do something where I can just talk. You know what I mean? So you have to find a process that works for you and not take everything from everybody and know that these things can change, right? Also, the second thing is find a way to make the process enjoyable for you. So for me, like I said, I like to talk. So if I have something I want to talk about, I find a way to talk about it and I find a way to put it out there. So literally, this is me talking into a camera, pressing record. I don't have no mic. All I have is my AirPod in my ear. And yeah, that's it. I'm just talking to you guys. It's not going to be a lot of edits. It's not going to be a lot of flashy stuff because, one, I don't like the editing process, which I even talk about more later. I don't like editing like that. And so for me, this is a way that I could find something that works for me, that's simple, that I could be consistent with and show up authentically, but then that I also can be able to do over time, and that's enjoyable for me. I don't mind talking, you know what I mean? And so you have to find something that's also enjoyable for you, you know, and find ways to simplify it. So when you kind of put all those things together, you know, find a process that works for you, finding something that's enjoyable, finding a way to simplify. These are all things that we do to be able to outlast, right? Because at the end of the day, the game, it's going to be time. You know, it's going to be time and patience. I'm not a viral person. I've been viral maybe a couple times on social media, like not YouTube, but like my actual social media platforms. I might have been viral, but I'm learning that this is like a time, like almost like building muscle, time under tension. Like this is just reps over time. But if you start where you are, you can simplify a process. You can make it easy for you. And then as you'll go over time, you can add to it, you know? I know another thing people say is, you know, getting out of your comfort zone. I don't even recommend you do that yet. I don't even recommend you trying anything, you know, just do what you need to do. Find a way to simplify, you know, do things that are easy for you. If you're a person that you like to paint, paint. If you're a person that like to draw, draw. If you're a person that like to sing, sing. If you like to talk, talk. If you like to stare off in the distance, real magical and mysterious like, then do that. And press record and then upload it. You know, it's not even about the views at first. You never know. The video might do well. It might not do well. But the thing is to be able to get the reps in and the time in to do it. So if whatever you like to do, do it. I'm literally talking into a camera and I'm pressing record. I have 2 videos right now that I've done. One that's got 2K views and the other one that's almost at 1,000 views. The first one was a candle making video. And for me, you know, it didn't have edits. I literally stop, press record from a different angle. Stop, press record from a different angle. And then the other one that's almost at 1,000 views, I'm literally talking into the camera and I'm just telling you like about how, you know, tough my, 2 or 3 months on YouTube have been, And so these aren't things that I'm just telling you, like, I'm just pulling them out. I'm telling you from where I'm at as a small YouTube creator, but also from, like I said, almost 10 years of creating content on other platforms, things that I've found to be useful and to make my, process easy for me. Like, I even have notes in my hand. Like, I have notes written out. This is my script on paper. Just so y'all know, like, I'm not being facetious. I'm not making this up. This is my script on paper, just to kind of keep me going, and don't overthink it. As soon as you start, I'm an overthinker. I overthink a lot of things. Don't overthink it. As soon as you start thinking, well, I got to do this, I got to do that, just snap out of it, right? I'm not saying I have 1 million views. I'm not saying I have 100,000 views. I think right now on this YouTube channel that I've been doing about 2 or 3 months consistently, I did post videos like last year, 4 videos at a time, and then that was it. But before that, I don't have really any YouTube experience. And so I'm just saying, for like the past 2 months, I'm sorry, not even 4 months, like 2 months that I've been doing it, I got about 12,000 views. You know what I'm saying? And that might not be like, but when you're starting from nothing, you got 12,000 eyes on what you're doing. That's crazy. 12,000 eyes on what you're doing. And it's only going to go up. Whoever sees this video, my views are only going to continue to grow as time goes on. And that's 2 months in. So imagine what I'm going to be at 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. If I continue to be consistent. And that's the thing that we want to do. We want to be consistent. And how do you show up and be consistent? You show up as your authentic self. One, you find a process that works for you. You find a way to simplify. You find a way to make it enjoyable. And you understand that time and reps are the biggest thing. So that's my 4th thing, time and reps. Like I said, with your comfort zone, you don't have to force yourself out of the comfort zone. As you become comfortable, your comfort zone will expand. So for me, I'm not a big editor. I do know how to edit a little bit. I do not like editing. I have never liked editing in all of my life. I've been doing content for 10 years. People say, you have to know how to edit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I will do anything but edit a video. I just don't like it. I don't. It's not something I can consistently do. So a lot of my videos, there's some things where I tried different edits, but a lot of my videos have simple edits. I start with things that I can do, and then I add pieces, as I go. Like I said, I'm literally talking into a camera right now. That's all I'm doing. And will I add audio to this or music? I don't know. Probably not, because I didn't add it on the last ones. But I'm literally talking, and this is where my comfort zone was, and it wasn't even talking to everybody. It was just talking to myself and talking to friends. But then I was talking to you guys. However, 20, 10, 5, 500, whoever sees this video, that's just me talking to you. Because I want you to get this video up now. I want you to start this YouTube process now for yourself. And even if you don't want to be this famous YouTuber or Mr. Beast, anything, you can do this in the comfort of your own home. Like I'm sitting in my evil lair dungeon. Like, like I'm literally sitting here just talking to you guys, And so that was my next point, man. Just finding a way to not overthink it. Find a way to simplify it. Don't think about the process and views too much. Get your times and reps in. Whatever you're feeling or you're thinking, I've thought it. Other people have thought it. We've all kind of been there. Don't think about it too much. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've had 2 videos that I might have done maybe like 1,000 views and 2K views. And that might not be a lot for y'all. But for somebody who's never, gotten that on, or have 2,000 people that want to watch you consistently, or 2,000 people that have looked at what you do, that's a big deal. For somebody who's just starting, that's never had 2,000 people look at their videos, that's going to be a big deal for you. But know that I feel what you're feeling. I understand what you're feeling. I understand where you're at, because I feel the same thing. The nerves, the anxiousness, it's got to be this. Like, I am anxious all the time. I know what you're saying. I understand it. But it's about starting somewhere. If you even look at my YouTube page, I don't have no banners up there. I got like one little picture. I don't got no bio. I don't got none of that, because I'm just starting. I can add all those pieces as time goes on. This is the thing about time and reps. That's what you need to do, time and reps. But in order to have the time and reps, you have to be able to, 1, find a process that works for you. You have to be able to, 2, find something that's enjoyable for you to talk about. Wherever you are today is not where you'll end. That's one thing I've learned as a creator in my journey. Where I started 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago is not where I'm at now. I'm more vocal. I understand what works and what doesn't work. And one thing I know to be true for me is, had I, I say been more authentic, But had I too known to just like keep it simple, stupid, I probably would have been, I could have been a little bit further along. I don't know. Maybe I need to learn all those things, but you just have to start and put your times in and your reps in, man. Like I said, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, I'm pretty sure I thought it. I'm pretty sure I felt it. Like I said, I'm literally reading off of a piece of paper, and I'm going to put this on YouTube just like this. So that way, this is how you start. This is how you get your video in, man. Like, I hope I'm not rambling too much, because I really want y'all to understand like my heart and my intention behind this. Like, people been telling me, do YouTube, do YouTube, you do YouTube. And I was scared because I didn't want my family to see this. I didn't want my friends to see this. Most people don't even know I have this channel, but this is literally an experimentation for me to put the ideas that I've had in my head and that I've jotted down for so long into action. Whether they're perfect, whether they're beautiful, whether they're sexy, whatever it is. And if nobody sees it, it's okay, because I've gotten those ideas out. I can go on to the next better version of that. But you don't have to feel like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this. I started doing candles because I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I do candles, somebody will actually want to watch my videos. And did people watch them? Yes. But at first, no, they don't watch. You know what I mean? But I did it because I also felt like I might not be able to talk, 11 minutes into a video or 10 minutes into a video and be able to keep people's attention. But at the end of the day, if you don't watch my whole video, you don't have to. You take what you need from my video, you apply it to you, and then you do what you need. I want you to kind of be inspired and motivated, but I want you to find something that you can stick to. I don't try to do 3-4 videos a week. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Even though I have the time right now to be able to do it, that's just overwhelming to me. So I do 1 or 2 videos. I'll probably go do a candle making video sometime next week, just because I like making candles. And if you want candles, they're in the bio, in the link in the description. You can order at your leisure. But that's something that I do that I'm passionate about. But this is how you start, man, today. This is how you get your first video up in 2025, 2026, and beyond. This is how you get your first video up on YouTube. Try it. This is from a person who's been doing content for like 10 years. I'm new to this YouTube, just like you're going to be new to this YouTube, but we can do this thing together. And I want to do this thing together with you. Till the next time, it's your boy. Peace!